What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here, you can call me Irish, and today I thought I would take another check back on stuner.net just to see what's going on, what's been up. So, if you don't know, I've done 2 videos in this already. It is basically a website where you pick car models, it gets updated literally every day or two. More likely every second day, but literally every couple of days, it's one guy runs it, and he just adds on the 3D car models, and you can just do them up with any kind of options that you can imagine. He always updates new body kits, new parts, new wheels. Then you can do like the wheels and the camber and this, like the offset and the stance and all that. It's just crazy. So I've got 2 videos are done already. I'll leave links in the description to both of them. But today I just thought I'd show you some of the new options while I do up another car, and just kind of talk you through some of the new features and stuff. So, as you can see now, I'm not gonna like go back over all ground, so I'll just start from the start. S12 Coupe, S13 Coupe, S13 Hatch, S14 Coupe, S15 Coupe, A31 Cephiro, C110 Skyline, C33 Skyline, R32 Skyline, sorry, R34 Skyline, Z32 the Nissan Z car, the Z33 350Z, the Datsun 510, and then the short and long versions of that truck thing. So awesome, loads of new features. So, but the most recent one that's been added is the Z33 350Z. So I think we will go with that one. So as ever, I'm going to just start off by fixing the lighting real quick, just so I can see what's actually going on when I start to do up the body. Now, couple of new features. They have obviously, like the usual, all these, like all the parts and stuff like that, but he's also got sorry, no, that's wheels. He's got engine parts. You can actually do engines now, so that's pretty cool. I'll get to that in time. You can do the engine colors, of course, as you'd imagine. Morph slash tire smoke or slash smoke control. Sorry, you've got all these abilities to add, like enable smoke and mess around with that, but all the different kind of scales and amounts and stuff like that, and directions and stuff. But that's something that we shall look into if we decide to do it. So, also there's all different kind of like cameras options that I didn't cover in the last video that have been updated for quite a while now. You can import different backgrounds. I don't quite know how to do it yet, so I won't be doing that in this video. You can lock the camera, so you can't, if you see there, I'm trying to scroll it around. You can't do it. Of course, change environment. I'm going to just put it into tunnel first off, because that's my preferred choice of background. Loads of different ones though, as you can see there in the list. You've got studio, warehouse, workshop, casino, drag strip, skid pan, plain white, plain black, tunnel, and just empty. So plenty of options there. So let's just get straight into it, I suppose. So roof and rear for Z33, sorry, you've got one option. It's just the coupe. Then, as you can see, there's all these options. Again, I don't have time to go through them all, so I'm just going to go with one that I've made earlier, shall we say. So, no, it was VLIP, I believe. So I made this last night, and I really like the way it turned out. So I'm just going to basically recreate that while I gaze in wonderment at this guy's ability to make awesome things. He literally, it's pretty crazy. From what we can tell so far, it's literally one guy who just has a really strong passion for 3D modeling or whatever. Like it's not like anything I've ever seen before. It's not like it's a big dev team or anything like that. It's just one dude on his own. I think it's crazy. Like, so fair play and props to him for that. And I hope it long continues and he starts switching out into like different brands. Because at the minute, I think he's only doing Nissans. I'm not sure what his plans for the future are. But at the minute, I think he's sticking just to the Nissan, obviously S-Tuner. There is other ones though. Most people don't know this, but there is also Commando. Is that what they're called? Commander? I can't remember. It's some Australian car. And then there's Commodore. Sorry, Commodore Builder. And there is, what is the other one? There's another one as well, but it's there's a couple of them. I don't know if he makes them all, but he definitely makes the S-Tuner ones, and he has a ridiculous work rate that I'm very envious of. Yeah, as you can see, just kind of working through it here. There's a couple of more options you can see up there as well that I haven't looked at yet, but we'll get to them in a momento. Z33 headlights, Z33 taillights. BCL, I think that was the wing that I put on it. Yep. So other parts. Actually, for the sake of the morphable, it's basically the same, and I can show you the morphing feature if I didn't already. Rear flare V1. Oh, that's kind of cool. Damn it! No, I'm not sure. Oh wait, no. Hold on, I got this. No, take this away, and then if we put on the front flare and this rear flare, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, but again, I've already made this, so I know that it works, sort of. So next up, what I usually do is go with the wheels. Then, so I am going with the Work VSKFs because these are badass looking. So go with the usual 18-inch. We will say 30 tire profile. Tire width in the front should be 10. That seems to be all good. Then we change it to front. Make the dish about 4. Camera angle to -8. I don't know if that's a real world value, by the way. I don't know if -8 is like literally -8 degrees as it would be in the real world, but however, I'm trying to think what was the way that I did this yesterday. Yeah, there we go. See, if you like, once you get to a certain stage, then the rim pops out, and it's like, it's literally like a really, really good stretch tire look. So that is awesome. That's some nice fitment on the front there. Do the same on the back, except change obviously the widths up a bit to 45 to 13. I think was what. Oh no, 212 will do. Camber to 4, well, -4 obviously, and then just tuck it in, make it fit. Ooh wee, looking hot already. So now, did I? Oh no, I didn't do the dish. Hold on, 4 as well. Oh, that's so it's such a savage program. It really is. Alright, colors. So I'm just going to go with the all reliable kind of purpley look kind of thing. Not quite metallic, but a nice little shine off it. Then for the wheels, we shall make them white and bump these a bit so they're a bit more kind of chromy, as VSKFs tend to be in real life. Very often VSKFs are chrome. It's not very common that you see, or it's not very often that you see them painted in any kind of, not chrome per se. Like I think that was a little, the brightness, the chromeness that I first went up to there was a little too much. But they're definitely usually like a silver aluminum kind of look. So I'll just paint these to get them not looking as in the way. So right now we shall click on this morph part spoiler. Then we have the option to make that table, essentially, if that was what you wanted to do. Make it out wider. I think I'm gonna make it wider, not that wide. That's ridiculous. That is still a bug, actually. When you're trying to drag it and then you let go while you're on one of these windows, it doesn't actually let it go. So that's still a bug that needs to be fixed. But however, make it just about the width of the car. Oh god. Dumbo ears or what? It's like what's his face with the E36 with those ridiculous spoiler end plates in Formula Drift. I can't remember the guy's name now, but god, they were awful. Maybe if we just listen. No, that's way too big. That is ridiculous. Yeah, so you might notice up the top there, it's different as well. He's basically just kind of updated the way you use, like you interact with the different parts, move them around. Like you can click, oh, that was my bad. You can click edit part and you can move them back and forward, up and down, left and right, and then scale the width, scale the length, rotate them around, and stuff like that. You can paint them, and then when you're all done, you just deselect the part. So it's pretty darn handy. So that's it. We're going for the carbon look on both the bonnet and the I don't know if that's, I don't think that's the bonnet. The bonnet and the wing and the flares are going to have the carbon look, so it's a little dark, but it should do. But like the sheer amount of, like, these are all just options just for this car. Like, keep in mind, he has the he's got all those other cars that I listed off at the start as well, and they have some ridiculous amounts of options as well. Because like being a program is relatively simple as this, and like the fact that it's not a game, it doesn't have to actually run these in like a rendered engine, means that he can basically do whatever he wants, add as much as he wants. Like I suggested the feature yesterday that we should hopefully be seeing soon if he was paying attention, which he did because he actually liked the post. I would love to see like an auto rotating feature. So when I make these kind of videos, at the end of the video, like it can just kind of auto rotate and looks like really good, for like a glamour shot kind of thing at the end of the video. But we shall wait and see. Hopefully he's seen that and he'll think about adding it. Now I went like this because it's the way it is on my S14 and Forza 4, the kind of false replacement thing, if you know what I mean. But anyway, sure. We shall see. We forgot to do other parts. Well, I say we, not you guys. I forgot to do other parts and accessories. So accessories, we're going to go with a full roll cage just because. The intercooler, that intercooler is bugged, as you'll see. It comes out through the front, so you don't use that one. We use this one. That is the working one for the 350Z. Then finally we need an exhaust. So I think exhaust 2 works, and they're sticking out a little too far. So here's an example of how to use the new kind of morph tools or whatever. So click edit part, and it's literally as simple as forward and back, and left and right and up and down for what you might need. But I just need to move it back a little bit. So that's that done. Trying to think, I'm almost certain that there's something else I'm forgetting. There is miscellaneous, so you can use sidewall lettering, say add van. The one thing that I would like to do is find out how to rotate the tires. Not entirely certain how to do it, and like usually they're like tucked up under the wheels like that. So I will have to look into that and probably ask the guy himself how to do it. So I would like to see a roof spoiler option, that'd be sick. But I think that might be what I did for my one. So now a couple of new features then is the bonnet raise, because of course engine parts. Then you can do this kind of cool cartoon feature. Watch this. Take the bottom slider here, scrunch a lid up. It's awesome. Then there's also headlights. You can turn headlights on and off. Well, it doesn't seem to be working now for some reason. Maybe it's because this car is new. He hasn't actually added them in yet. So that's that. But engine parts I'm not going to do because it's like, it seems like you have to have a very serious knowledge of engines to be able to do it. But there's lots of different options there. I think I might have covered these in my last video. But intake manifold options, exhaust manifold options, rocker covers, front dress, thermostat housings, filters, others, accessories and stuff like that. I won't be doing that now because again, I'll just throw something random together. I'm going to embarrass myself here. I really don't know how exactly engines are put together and that kind of thing, but I'm going to go for like an LS style engine. So they're usually red. The rocker covers on these things are usually fairly red, so do that, and then yeah, you kind of get the point. You can obviously double click on any of these, move them up and down, move them around. Of course, changing all the colors, engine options. You get to do all these kind of different pipe works and stuff like that. This is where I just get thoroughly confused because I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing. So there's the camera. You can like kind of, if you import a background and you have to place the car specifically, you can use the camera X, Y, and Z. Oh, excuse me, sorry. You can move the camera X, Y, and Z to move it up and down, back and forward, left and right, of course. Get your glamour shots and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that might be it. Not much else to show you. Change the sky, disable shadows, change reflections, that kind of thing. Colors, suspension, smoke controls. We can maybe enable the smoke just for now, just for the laugh. You can click spin. Oh, sorry, that was that bug again. You can click spin the rear wheels, spin the front wheels, and again for those kind of screenshots, you can have it look like you're drifting or doing a burnout or whatever the case may be. But okay, I've said it about 5 times now, but I think that actually, I forgot to stop the wheels. I think that might actually be it. So if you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, don't forget to go check out the website, it will be down linked in the description below, stuner.net. I think that's it, thanks for watching and goodbye.